Wakey wakey! What a great time to start our ghost walk adventure to the village of Pluckley, often referred to as the most haunted village in England. Ooh! I think this flower is meadow sweet, which apparently contains an aspirin type chemical compound. But don't take my word for it, please do your own research. Instead of tiring myself out climbing Tolsford Hill, which I did on many a walk to Canterbury and Whitstable, this time I opted for the gentler walk round it, thus giving me the opportunity to experience the charming village of Postling close up, before scaling the North Downs chalk hills for some more breathtaking views. I love hills because you can see where you're going for miles and miles, and then it's all downhill, in a good way of course, to the idyllic village of Stowting, and then we're off over the hills and far away again. Can you hear that strange ghostly music? It turned out to be the wind blowing through a hole in a metal fence post. And here's the ominously locally named Devil's Trough. If I were going to choose a village to move to, I'd definitely consider the village of Hythe. Why, you ask? Because it seems to have lots of amenities for such a small place, plus it's quite vibrant. That's where we've come from, the Hythe Downs. I don't think you're going to die of thirst on this walk, especially not at Boughton Lees. Who doesn't like exploring a mysterious ruin or two? Judging by the date on this headstone, it looks as though St Mary's Church, Eastwell, was still active up until relatively recently. Although this time of year is more synonymous with mushrooms, I did spot quite a few wildflowers on my trek. Check out this lovely pathway through Charing Beach Hangers Wood. I don't know what this old building is that I stumbled across. Perhaps some kind of store. You don't have to be an Einstein to do this walk either. It's quite clearly marked out. Here's some alternative wind energy 19th century styling. Still with the sails intact by the looks of it. I didn't knock on the door to ask whether it still worked. Charing has some fantastic old timber frame buildings. That's one heck of a church tower for just a country village, but maybe that's because someone important stayed here at this 8th century Archbishop's Palace. Let's have a nosy at the community notice board. Anyone attending the talk about the master woodcarver Grinlin Gibbons? Look at this information board about the local wildlife, which itself seems to be a rich habitat for wildlife also. Okay, we're off on the final stretch of this walk to Pluckley. Ooh, can you smell the chestnuts being roasted in the fireplace of a cosy thatched cottage? Just before we reach the small village of Little Chart and traverse the apple orchards near some oast houses. What a picture perfect scene. Now's the time to add some eerie music for the prelude to the purportedly most haunted village in England, Pluckley. Let's check out the local lichen-encrusted tombstones and try to piece together what these ancient gravestones say. Bursting at the seams, it seems, some of which might pertain to those ghosts that haunt this idyllic place. Even ghost hunters get a bit hungry from time to time, so I opted for a spicy vegetable samosa from the local post office. I wonder if ghosts get hungry too. Perhaps they feed on fear. Are you into village hall quizzes? Don't forget to bring your own nibbles. Perhaps some of that gorgeous bread from the local butcher. Lovely with a bit of butter and honey dripping off it. Pluckley doesn't seem to have a great bus service, but it has a train station, which is how I got home in time for tea. And here are some more epic adventures for you to click on whilst you're drinking your Pluckley tea.